On February 21, 2025, a routine bipartisan meeting of governors at the White House turned into a stage for a heated confrontation. President Trump, just 1 month into his second term, singled out Maine Governor Janet Mills. Her offense? Maine's refusal to comply with Trump's executive order barring transgender athletes from competing in women's sports. Trump, known for his direct communication style, did not mince words. He threatened to cut off federal funding to Maine if Governor Mills didn't enforce the ban. He argued that his stance was popular, citing a January 2025 NYT Ipsos poll. This poll, he claimed, showed that only 18% of Americans supported the participation of transgender women in women's sports. Governor Mills, however, stood her ground. When confronted with the threat, she responded with a simple but defiant statement: "See you in court." Trump, never one to back down from a legal battle, welcomed the challenge. He expressed confidence in his administration's position and seemed eager to engage in a legal showdown with Maine. The confrontation between Trump and Mills brought the issue of transgender athletes in sports to the forefront of national conversation. Trump, citing the NYT Ipsos poll, argued that his stance reflected the will of the majority. The poll, however, did not delve into the reasons behind public opinion, leaving room for interpretation about the level of support for outright bans versus other potential solutions. Adding fuel to the fire, Trump went beyond the policy debate and made a personal jab at Mills. He suggested that her defiance would cost her politically. He predicted that her stance would not be well received by Maine voters, and that her political career would likely be over after her term as governor. This incident was not an isolated occurrence in Trump's second term. Observers noted a pattern of assertive, even domineering behavior from the president. Trump, emboldened by his re-election, seemed determined to exert his authority and push his agenda aggressively. Governor Mills' response to Trump's threats was not just defiant but also strategic. Her administration had already been preparing for a legal challenge to the executive order. They argued that it was discriminatory and violated the rights of transgender students. The situation escalated further when the U.S. Department of Education, following Trump's lead, launched an investigation into Maine's Department of Education. The investigation focused on a specific allegation that a school in Maine had permitted a male student to compete in girls' sports. This incident highlighted the challenges faced by states trying to navigate the complexities of transgender rights in the face of federal pressure. Maine, under Governor Mills' leadership, was prepared to defend its policies and fight for the rights of its transgender students. The confrontation between Trump and Mills unfolded against a backdrop of heightened political tension. Trump, in his second term, seemed less constrained and more willing to challenge norms. Reports emerged of him referring to himself as a king, and the White House even released an official photo of him wearing a crown, further fueling concerns about his view of executive power. The reactions of other governors present at the White House meeting were mixed. Hawaii's Governor Josh Green, a Democrat, described the exchange between Trump and Mills as harsh and an example of unnecessary conflict. However, he also acknowledged Mills's courage in standing up for her beliefs. The clash between Trump and Mills epitomized the deep divisions in American society over transgender rights. It also underscored the increasing polarization of American politics, where even routine policy disagreements could quickly escalate into personal and legal battles.